My own name is His Royal Majesty Oba Abdul Fatai Oyeyenkarim Aromire Oyegbemi II, Oba of Ojora and Iganmu Kingdom. I think this is a repeated case, and the case started in 1972 with my own family and the Iganmu community. There's a publication in the Nigerian Daily Times of 1971, then, which the Ojora family, before going to court, that any interested party who has interest in the case they want to institute in Iganmu, that they should show interest. So members of Iganmu community and the adjoining villages who are interested in the case joined the case in 1972. The case was stated by one of my predecessors, Chief Lasisi Ajibola Odunsi. After he dismissed, late Chief Tauridi Lawal Akapo came in. But fortunately, it died during the process. I was installed on this 5th of June, 1994. So I continued with the case. I got the judgment, the first judgment, from Justice Onigbanjo. That's the late Chief Judge of Lagos State then. So these people, after the judgment, appealed to the appeal court, Lagos Division. The 3 judges dismissed their suit. The case favored Ojora family too. That's why having 2 judgments there. They proceed to the Supreme Court. So when the judgment wants to come out, all the judges in the Supreme Court, led by Justice Oguntade, delivered the judgment in favor of Ojora family. After the judgment, the tenants went back to court. We start afresh. Again, all the tenants, which these people were defeated, went back to court. They called themselves interveners. We started again. We went back to the Supreme Court. We won the case again. After winning the case, we now proceeded to the High Court that we want to take possession of the land. We wrote to the IG. The IG wrote back to the Supreme Court to confirm the judgment. Maybe it's true or false. The Supreme Court confirmed the judgment. So we have the police and the sheriff of the High Court. We started the possession from Buris, Abbi, to my 2 Amuwo, because we are having boundaries with Oloto, Amuwo, Oluwa, and Amuwo Chieftaincy family, and Onitire Chieftaincy family. All the boundary men came to witness us in the court that we are their boundary men. So after taking the possession, we are issued warrant of possession and Form O, so that the land belongs to Ojora family. when the process was going on, the Telewoodrow, the day of the execution, the day of execution, the Telewoodrow came out to come and meet our people that they are ready to settle with my people. The majority of the people, they are lawyers. And our lawyer was present at that day of the execution. They knew themselves. So our lawyer said, okay, if I will give you a video of the place when the execution was taking place. They now said they will meet our lawyer at his chamber. They went there. They negotiated with our lawyer. They deposited the sum of 5 million. That, okay, you hold this thing first. We will come back to meet you people so we can do ratification on the land. But when God went to do his own handwork, on their, about a month or let's say about 2 to 3 years after, they didn't turn up again. So we now learned that they are in a court with Savage family. And if you look at their Supreme Court judgment, Kennedy Savage and Adeyemi Savage, they are one of the people that are they are tenants that we won at the court. So we now joined the case. The case was with Justice Onigbanjo court. So when the process was going on, they are denying Savage that is not their landlord. When we came in, they now brought in one Adamakin. That Adamakin was the landlord, the tenant to Adamakin. So when we came in, during the process of the case, the court now asked them, when Savage now tendered their survey and the agreement with their father that Telewoodrow was tenant to Savage family. They asked them, is it true or false? They said yes. Why are you now calling yourself landlord? That you want to negotiate with Ojora family then? So you can't negotiate with Ojora family. It's your landlord. That's Savage that can meet Ojora family and settle with Ojora family. So the lawyer to the Savage now stood up that, okay, they are ready to settle with Ojora family. That they should give them some time, that they should come to my palace. So they came to my palace. They said they are ready to settle with us. Okay, let us sit down. We sit down, we settle. We draw terms of settlement between the two parties. That they will release some part of the land, that they are pleading that we should release some part of the land to them. But also agree, and they will pay some amount to the family as ratification for the one who want to release to them. So it was that type of settlement that the court gave its judgment. So everybody went away. We now go back to court again with the sheriff. So because this family, Ojora family, we do things legally because we have a name to protect. Particularly myself, I don't do things that people will blame me for. I know the rule of law, and I don't want to fall into it. I don't want embarrassment for myself and my family, so I do things legally. So we went back to court. The court later gave us back that land again. After they give us the land, we demarcate it. But later, this Telewoodrow and some of their tenants went back to court, took me to court, that they are the owner again. They now brought in Swenu family. Which Swenu family, they brought in again. They are in our survey of 1918 about Macaulay. They also are tenants. Because we have been some meeting with the elders of Suenu family when the fourth judgment came out in 2009. They do came to my palace. What I'm saying right now, Abbi of Lagos can be a witness to it. I'm sorry to mention his name, but in this type of case, I have to mention his name. He is aware of everything that goes on between my family and Suenu family. It was the late father of former governor of Lagos State, Governor Raji Fashola, his own father. We had several meetings in his house at Eric Moore and lawyer Dali. So the last meeting was held in my palace here because that I'm preparing for my coronation. So all of the Suenu family, my family sat in my palace here to rectify the meeting, which we did amicably. But later when I'm seeing that Suenu now is claiming that the owner of the land, they are everything, when these people brought Suenu into this case again, that's it's better like this. Because we don't know their landlord now. Savage, who has paper that they signed together, Adama King, who they brought in. Suenu, they thought built in 2019. And now I'm telling the whole world, let Suenu bring out the person who gave them the land and the document that person signed for them. That he gave them that land. So when they went back to court again, before that, after going to court, they dragged myself with my family, with my brother sitting down here, to police at Abuja. They embarrassed me, embarrassed him, embarrassed some members of my family. This is the judgment of the terms of settlement between Ojora royal family and Savage family. It's a judgment of Lagos High Court delivered by Justice Onigbanjo of Lagos High Court. The third one, which they took me, which Taylor Woodrow Nigeria Limited, Better Transport Nigeria Limited, La Ventures Nigeria Limited, Amzat Subaru, trading in the name and style of Amzat Subaru and Co. The fifth, Waidi Eniton Oshodi, trading in the name and style of Oshodi and Co. That they sue me, and it was delivered on the 10th day of March 2020 by Justice Onigbanjo, that confirmed the Supreme Court that the land, all the lands in Iganmu belongs to Ojora royal family.
Abbi,